Brian Norman Sr., you done f***ed up. It's too late. It's too late. Listen, we picked you. The world done seen that awesome left hook that you put your son put Sasaki in the hospital. We know about it. I saw it. And I went out to talk to Team Sasaki. And I heard what they said. They said Brian Norman Jr. has the left hook from hell. And he said, guess what, when he came out Tacoma? He said Brian Norman Jr. can fight like hell, but he better not face Devin Haney.
A lot of people got a problem with Bill Haney. They don't understand that Bill Haney is boxing. This whole thing is interesting because of Bill Haney. The job that Bill Haney been doing and Brian Norman been doing as far as building this fight, I love it. The sons didn't have to do nothing. The sons can stay silent. The dads is doing all the talking and whatever and whatnot. And, you know, I just like the build to this whole fight. But people saying that they mad at Bill and this and that because he running his mouth. Bill is doing what Bill is picking up the slack where his son falls short. And as you could tell, especially from people clowning him and Brian Norman clowning Devin Haney for stealing quotes from Floyd, you see why Bill has the mouthpiece. You see why Bill does all the talking. You see why Bill is always in front of the camera. Because if you let Devin Haney do it, you know, it's going to fall flat. It's going to come off weird. It's going to come off a lot of things. He's best being the mouthpiece for Devin Haney. You know, and plenty of fighters have done this for their sons. You know what I'm saying? Angel did it for Danny Garcia. The most interesting thing about him as far as speaking with him is watching his father act a nut. You know what I'm saying? Or say what he says. That's the same thing with Jerron Boots Ennis. In a way, like Bill Haney is like his hype man. You know? But Devin Haney's not good in front of a camera, and Devin Haney can't talk. So what Bill doing is essential to building these fights. And let's face it, you guys are more interested because of the shit Bill says, not what Haney says. You guys have already made it clear you dislike Haney more because of Bill rather than Haney, which I think that is some extremely weird, feminine stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had to get that trait from your mama, because if you got that from your daddy, then maybe your daddy probably wasn't a man. But yeah, Bill Haney is boxing. The stuff that him and Brian Norman Jr. has been doing and all that other stuff, that's how you do it. Don't get me wrong. Boxing needs drama. Boxing does need a little bit of theater. But usually these guys is either one or the other. They either a theater guy or they either about business and they don't know how to be charismatic. They don't know how to play to the camera. They don't know how to do that. They're just serious and they just want to box. Well, that's where the fathers and the brothers and the team come in to be entertaining, to pick up the slack. Look how Bernie the Boxer picks up the slack for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford don't really got no presence online, but he is that guy that you can go to. He's somewhat like a liaison or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You have team around you to pick up where, you know what I'm saying, you fall short. And when it comes to talking that shit, let's face it, man, Bill Haney set the fucking boxing world on fire with the shit that he be saying. And the shit be funny as hell, and he's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I mean, this is the guy who pulled Terrence Crawford's coattail to possibly fighting Canelo Alvarez. So how could it be bad for boxing? It may be bad for boxing for some Mexicans or some shit like that. But for the most part, all this shit has been entertaining, and I loved it. I just want them to be able to keep it professional and just respect each other to get money together. And then they can go back and forth. They can do whatever they want in front of these cameras. As long as it's behind closed doors, y'all handling business, y'all getting along, y'all cutting checks to take care of y'all families, man, it's all thumbs up over here, bro. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. But I'm sick of people talk about Bill, bro. Bill is so healthy for boxing right now, like, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Bill is bad for boxing while Jake Paul is good. Y'all better shut the fuck up out there, bro. Y'all better shut the fuck up out there. Y'all need to take notes, bro. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, the dynamic duo, bro. These dudes is out here handling business and getting paid. And that's the other thing. What really pisses people off about Devin Haney and Bill, it ain't even Devin Haney and Bill. It's the fact that Devin Haney and Bill is being themselves while getting a lot of money. That's really what it is. If they weren't getting that much money, wouldn't that much hate be behind this at all. And you know that. You know that for a fact. You grew up in an urban area just like I did. Okay? You know for a fact if they wasn't getting money like that, wouldn't nobody care? Wouldn't nobody? They'd be more comfortable with him being a future Hall of Famer, the youngest undisputed champion in the four-belt era. They'd be way more comfortable with that. But see, that money part is what really pisses people off. You know what I'm saying? That's what Richardson, Hitchison, and all of them is yelling about. It's that money, man. Believe me, it's the money. It ain't them. It ain't Devin. Y'all ain't mad at that. Devin barely talks. Devin barely talks. And he don't talk shit. He ain't on Twitter like fucking Shakur Stevenson and stuff like that. So don't tell me it's this and the fact that he grew up not in the hood and with a father and all that. No, at the end of the day, it's always that fucking money, bro. That's when the hate really starts to come in. You know what I'm saying? And you can even say it like that with like channels. Like, don't nobody care what you say until they think a whole bunch of people is listening to you and they see your views going up and they see your subscriber base going up. Now all of a sudden everybody got a problem with you, you know? But when I was talking like this, when I was 7,000, 15,000 subscribers and stuff like that, didn't nobody care, didn't nobody mind. But as you grow and as you get bigger, that's what they fear. Now they have a problem with you because your numbers is going up. As long as your numbers are low, they don't give a fuck about what you saying. So at the end of the day, it's all about that damn money at the end of the day. You know, but these guys had the opportunity to be them. But the reason why Devin Haney and Bill Haney is in the position that they in today, because Devin Haney and Bill Haney gambled with Devin Haney's talent. That's something that, even though there's people out there might be more talented than Devin, you guys are scared to do. That's why he's in that position. He gambled with himself. He went in somebody's backyard twice. He done took the low pay. You know what I'm saying? He didn't chase the guys that y'all wasn't trying to chase. While y'all was trying to be cool with Lomachenko, Devin was trying to fight him. That's the big difference at the end of the day. Okay? While y'all was trying to be cool, Devin was trying to fight. That's why he is where he is. Now, everybody's so much better than Devin, but y'all don't got balls like Devin. Y'all don't take a risk like Devin, and y'all don't bet on yourself. That don't make no sense. That's what I'm like. If Shakur, if you that good, I'd have took that 25. That 25 to become the man, and I know I can beat you. I'm going to take that. I ain't going to be chasing Tank, Ryan, and T.O. I ain't going to do that. All that talent, but you ain't got Devin Haney's accolades? How was that possible? I thought this was boxing. Skills pay the bills, right? Well, if skills pay the bills, then why does Bill see more dollar bills and $100 bills than you do? But you got the skills. But I thought skills pay the bills. But not if you ain't got the heart. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Wayne, I'm out.